More like cruisers. And I should probably make sure that these are merged. There we go. And then split out the bad ships. Subs. There we are. Suboptimal ships is what that stands for. First International Congress, representatives of the numerous syndicalist and socialist nations have gathered in Paris today. Good for them. Yes, the Russian thing is to have many soldiers with no guns. Any more trained? Yes. Ooh, these are the tank guys. Anyone else trained? Yes. Artillery and regular infantry. Cool. Have some mercy. Without these divisions, the poor Russian soldier will have to go home to his family, potato patch, and find that he has no work. He needs these divisions and all those hours he spends holding sticks, making pew-pew sounds and training. At least he's getting paid. He is getting paid, right? Okay, so Okrana's done. We can't go any further than that. We can't do any of the others. I think we are once again without a focus. So be it. The general strike. Worker organisations all over Russia have reached an agreement and decided to call for a general strike. Even though the response to their initiative has been rather limited so far, it is very possible that more and more workers will join the strike should the situation continue to deteriorate. I can't read. You guys are not helping matters. Electronic engineering, good. Continue with mechanical computing. Won't they lose experience once they have their guns? I don't think so. They will only change if we change the division template. Workers from other factories have joined the general strike. The situation is on the brink of eruption. Because they've been trained with the weapons, they know how to use the weapons. It's just they don't have enough weapons. So the general strike is now a production efficiency cap of -17% and factory output of -17. 933. Negotiating with the strikers. An attempt to negotiate with the striking workers has been made. All political forces in the country closely watch the meeting, and some are hoping that the strike will become an impulse for further reforms in Russia. So we can stall them. We can reach an agreement but keep the reforms to a minimum. Or we can reach a thorough agreement. We're going to reach an agreement but keep reforms to him. Well, that's a year. I don't really care about losing stuff for a year. But then again, I don't agree with striking, so no. I understand they have some legitimate concerns. But the whole idea of being exploited by the employers, well, yeah, that goes without saying. Mongolia declared war on the Markleek. Factory workers return to work. With the crisis resolved, the factories may return to their previous efficiency. And also the other thing I was concerned about is if we give in to the strike, then they'll just strike again, expecting more stuff in the future. Yeah, manpower lose experience, it's not equipment. That's what I thought. And we are at full manpower, we just don't have the experience. The equipment. Death of Pius XI. I wonder which way Italy will go this time. Abyssinia declared war on Eritrea. That's an early one. That usually happens a fair bit later. Afghanistan and India have made peace. Nothing was lost. Oh, we've hit 1,000. I just noticed that. But we are gaining political power, 0.75 a day. So another 1,250 days or so from now. We'll be fine, which is 3 years. So by 1939 we'll have political power again. And that's only if we don't ever take another focus. I'm still surprised that we've not been able to go down any of these yet. Revolution in Siam. Yesterday, a successful revolution was achieved in Siam by a clique of officers in the intelligentsia. First Women's Division of Death. Maria Bokareva, colonel of the Russian army and hero of the Weltkrieg and Russian Civil War, have recently requested government to allow the formation of the First Women Division by combining existing women's battalions of death, which should later serve as a basis for the formation of a women's corps. Accepting this proposal will surely boost the strength of our army, but not for significant propaganda value. But conservative elements in our armed forces unwilling to change the status quo have to be taken into consideration as well. Well, considering we already have one of the army boss men in charge, I'm going to allow it. Plus, free troops. And if memory serves, they are rather strong. And I put them in the wrong place. There you go. Anyone else? I don't think there's going to be anyone else to move for a while, no. I was going to say I don't think there'll be anyone else to move for a while, but apparently I was wrong. Oh, and you. More tanks! Yes! Right, next thing to research. Concentrated industry. I don't think it's actually worth getting concentrated. Well, it increases output, doesn't it? Are we even outputting anything? Yes, we are. Alright, let's do it. What is that training level? That was veterans. Level 5. It's the highest you can get. Which is why I was like, yeah, I happen to know that those chicks know how to fight. They can definitely put up a fight. Right, we're not building anything. We are still producing guns. We're still producing ships. Like, we're getting resources. I was going to say, we could change our trade system to free trade, but no, we can't. Not for quite a long time, we can't. Maxim Gorky dies. Russian writer Alexei Maximilovich Peshkov, better known under his pen name of Maxim Gorky, died in Moscow at 68. A fellow traveller of the Bolsheviks, he experienced oppression under the Tsarist regime, but was quite doubtful during the October Revolution, thus avoiding reprisals after the Civil War. A rabid opponent of Kerensky, he publicly supported Bukharin, as he narrowly followed his son in death. Many think that his sudden death could be due to changing political atmosphere in Russia. So we no longer have the downside to the fulfilled workers thingies. And I'm going to have to get another mulled wine in a minute. Oh man, 20% national unity. If a Ukrainian throws his cigarette over the border, he'll capitulate. Mm-hmm. Alright, training, ongoing. Still no focus. Aha, the capital. Either of Russia's historic capitals could become the home of our government. Where should it go? I would actually say Moscow, because Petrograd is the Soviet name. Also, my industry is centered in Moscow. We'll go to Moscow. No! That was a mistake. Hang on. Bad mistake. No, 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 nope, nope. And the reason I'm saying this is because Petrograd is Peter City. Our leader is called Peter. So, obviously, the capital should be St. Petersburg. Duh. Alright, hopefully we get asked that again. Come on, ask me again. When was it? It was like the 11th. Failure of a bombing plot. The anarchists, socialists, syndicalists and Bolsheviks are weakening the stability of the motherland. Recently, they caused a panic in one of the major Russian cities where an assassin tried to kill a famous government representative. Thankfully, the bomb went off too early, killing only a few people. Minister supports his ideology. I honestly, at this point, don't care. Because I don't know what ideology I am. Yeah, we haven't been asked yet. Yeah, I know Moscow is safer, but it's called Peter City. And this guy is called Peter. Another one. The anarchists, socialists, syndicalists and Bolsheviks are weakening the stability Motherland. Recently, one of them assassinated a famous general. God only knows what they'll do next time. Okay. Okay. It didn't look like it was any of the top guys that were in that list. At least I hope not. I should probably, like, assign these. Who's the strongest? Urban Assault Specialist. That's pretty rare to get. In fact, that's really hard to get. So you're going to be in charge of the elites. They're Chukov. And obviously, Wrangel's going to take the field himself. Construction 1. Still haven't been asked. No, don't need resource gain. Don't need those. Definitely don't need those. I think we're going to grab you. Okay. Papal Conclave. Poland elects a new king. So Poland's gone kingdom. Italy has gone... Battle Pope, I think, right? Pretty sure that's Battle Pope. No, Julius is the Battle Pope. Stephen's the one I liked, because he's the Italian guy. I don't know which one Pius is. Oh, he's the actual Pius Pope. Oddly enough, he is the Pius Pope. The one who actually cares about the papacy. Fibusocram's coup d'etat. Siamese revolution continues going. Reforming the military. Recent military exercises have led to one irrefutable conclusion. The Russian military is a mess. Sweeping reforms are needed if we are to be taken seriously by our neighbours. Each of our top commanders, both in the army and the navy, will come up with a plan. Their proposals await your consultation. I can now reform the army. I'm not sure I want to do this yet. Although, actually, no, this gives you a bunch of political power, potentially. So, Denikin is mass assault. Wrangel is grand battle plan. Shatilov is superior firepower. And then Markov is mobile warfare. National Planning School. See, that is a really strong bonus. Which is why I'm kind of leaning... I already said Wrangel's in charge of everything. No. Wrangel, while not as widely respected as Denikin, is still popular with some parts of the military. He believes in discipline and is respected far and wide for his administrative abilities. With extensive planning and a general motorization, he believes it can make the Russian army the greatest army in the world. Mobile warfare would be hilarious. Well, actually, Russian medium tanks aren't bad. Let me just see what the other ones are. Army experience gained a day. Doctrine, research, recon company, leader experience gain, armor max speed and reliability, and then recruitable population. No, I'm still going to go with that one. The question, though, is whether I'll actually grow, whether I'll actually go Grand Battle Plan or not. So you can only do those with Markov. You can do that with any. Oh no, that can only be Wrangel. So mechanized is only Wrangel. And this one is also only Wrangel. 30% faster infrastructure and construction. Wrangel is a freaking boss. We're going Wrangel. Fenshift. We're going to keep on having this disagreement. Because it's not. Yeah, Trottling has it right. It's not bad, it is boring. I would agree with that. Capital, St. Petersburg, because, you know, it's in the name. Status of the Orthodox Church. The Orthodox Church, under the leadership of the vocal patriarch Kirill, is demanding a clarification of his legal status in the Russian Republic. He wants us to pass a constitutional amendment on the issue of our national religion. Yeah, I'm going to say that they are the state religion. I'm not going to put them in government, though. Yep, they are the state religion. And how's the training coming? Ooh, it's actually going pretty quickly. You're ready. Another man for the main army. There we go, that's a full unit now. So with that full unit having been done... Another bomber, jeez. Reforming the Navy. Recent naval maneuvers have led us to one conclusion. The Russian Navy is a mess. Sweeping reforms are needed if we are to dominate the seas once more. Each of our top admirals has come up with a plan. Their proposals await the government's consideration. So we can go with Kolomitsev, Berens's, or Motoyarasev. So you are saying... oh, you get the Chief of Navy for free. That's kind of cool. Capital Ship, Decisive Battle Doctrine, which is usually the one I go for. You go for the Chief of Navy. Power Projection, which is the aircraft carriers. Are there any actual penalties? Requires Kolomitsev. Any of them. Any of them. Any of them. Any of them. Yeah, you can do any of the navies, but the navy ones just aren't as important. They don't give me political power, plus it's the navy. I'm in Russia. Super heavy battleships. Oh, very good. Troddling. Oh shit, I called Wrangel boring. What can I do to run away? I'll just go to Finland. Not like Russia can do anything in Finland. Wrangel will still find you. Oh yes. Assault on the general. The anarchist. Oh, not again. Leave me alone. I saw you. Just finishing there. And you. And you. Marvellous. You should be in a new army, which we'll put down there. You need a commander. Markov, maybe? Unless we have anyone else that's like particularly good. Recon's pretty good. What was that? Bearer of artillery. I'm going to give Shatulov in command. Because I probably... will I have artillery? I don't know. It really does depend on whether I go mass assault or superior grand battle plan. I probably won't go grand battle plan. Uh-oh. Revolution! Terrible news. The Bolshevik workers are demanding a return to the proletarian dictatorship. The peasants are seizing land from the state, and the Internationale is heard once more on the streets of the capital. A council of Soviets has been formed and is claiming political authority equal to our government. We'll wait. We can negotiate. This is Russia, one and indivisible. We shall smash the Soviets. So we did get the Civil War. Uh-oh. Are those still going to be my armies here, though? I need to kind of wait and see how strong our army looks. At least I've been training them all. Also, what's my capital going to be? Because they kind of took it. Or am I just going to start with a bunch of troops behind the lines, cut off? Yes. Oh, you guys have been exiled. I see the problem. In that case, buy train tickets and run there. You guys. Buy train tickets and run there. Are you train ticketing? You are. Are you? Nope. There you are. Right, that's Wrangel's crew. I just said that's Wrangel's crew. I'm an idiot. Close you. Move you. You guys are getting moved? Yes, you are now. Right, then Wrangel. I'm going to bring all of my troops to this front. We're going to do that. And we're going to say, this is clearly Russia. Off you go. Also, Air Force. Do we have any? Clearly we do. Well, you can be active in Central Russia. You can also be active in Central Russia. Do we have any more? Where? You guys fly over here. And then be active in Central Russia. I selected the wrong unit for one of you. You should have been... not that. Okay. Air Force is in place. Troops are on the move. And the Soviets still haven't shown up for a fight yet. You guys should probably go back up to here. Well, at least I'm saving a lot of the purples, and the purples are the ones that are fully equipped and ready for a fight. So it's on them that I'm going to have to rely the most. Did they still not have any troops? Oh no, they have some divisions now. Are they having the same problem? Did they just start somewhere else? Might want to stop training. No, we're going to keep on training forever and ever and ever. Good point. And when you guys get into position, you have my authority to start attacking stuff. By which I mean... we're not at war with them. Oh, I bet the war breaks out when all of our troops are out. Well, it was very nice of them to let me keep my army and give them free transport out of their area and to allow me time to rally the rest of my forces. I mean, really. Are we going to do this? There we are. Yes, we are. The godless Reds must be brought down once and for all. Our armies will be victorious again, just as they were 20 years ago. Russian Civil War, which grants 0.35 recruitable population, national unity plus 55. Consumer goods factories minus 20%, factory output plus 30, division organization plus 15. But Zhukov stops being a general, so we've lost Zhukov. But war has now been joined, so let's make sure we get some cut-offs here, shall we? And over here. And over here. We're going to just attack quite ruthlessly here in the north. Like so. So I do need to be aware that their units are at full strength, mine are not. World tension has increased. With the start of the Russian Civil War, world stability has decreased. Already, world leaders are looking to further militarize their nations, for good or for ill. They do not care if it was our fault, they simply know that war is coming. Uh-oh. And on that note, to properly prepare myself for this, I'm going to have to go and get some more mulled wine. Don't go anywhere, I will be right back, probably about 2 minutes.